Hello everybody and welcome to How To Zeepkist Season 1 Bank Turns. Let's go. So this level, first of all, there's two skips that we're not going to be doing right away. You can see my PBs are doing the first one where we jump over there. The second one, I'm just going to go over it just so you guys are aware of it, is once you see the two characters here, you're going to roll over and jump onto that inner corner. But I just want again to use this as a way to try and help people learn how to take bank turns. So with this, we're going to be kind of going through, staying kind of middle. I can turn players on for this one. And then we're going to be trying to cut down low like what you saw Expert doing. You have another little rollover, and these rollovers where they're more angled. There's ways that you can take them where it's like what you're really trying to do is try and get it towards the middle, because otherwise you're going to be going too wide on one of the turns or the other. We're going to try and stay low. Another rollover where we're trying to stay more towards the middle. It's a little jump here that you can try and get a downhill on. Keep going. We're going to stay low, but then you're going to notice later on in this turn there's a part that isn't exactly flush. Sometimes on these you actually want to start a little bit wider so you can turn in, because you might gain some air. Keep going. We have another one of those little rollover things. I see Rex doing. He's not going for the skip, but we're going to go around. Another rollover, staying low. And then, like you saw Rex, he's taking it. You don't want to take it from like this left side because you're going to gain air. You want to like slowly be gaining your elevation back so that you're going to stay flat the entire time. And take this last turn as inside as possible to get to the finish. I might end up doing one or two runs with the cheeses just to show you guys what it is. But I just want to kind of go through and show you guys like what we're doing with this. So, you know, kind of towards the middle. We're going to keep going. So notice I gained a little bit of air there, and that was just because I was a little bit too far left. And that's something that you have to watch out for, is not doing making sure that your wheels are staying on the ground. Oh, and things that are in the middle of the track that I forget about. So we want to try and stay a little bit more towards the right here, so when we hit this point, we don't lose our grip with the ground. Staying as low as possible with some rollovers, being towards the middle of the track piece, cutting in, avoiding that rock, which apparently is easy to hit. It said this is the part where we're going to be slowly going up that hill. Try and be towards the right. If I was too far left there, again, I would gain air. And that's something you're going to have to use your experience with to realize how fast are you going, and are you going to be able to build it up to a point where if you see a bank or a drop off coming, well, you know that you need to take it maybe a little bit more shallow or can you take it more aggressively. I will show you guys really quickly with these cheeses, because you know there's certain aspects of it being important in the game, because it also changes what your lineup is with that next bank corner. So you know, we want to get more towards the right, and apparently Zoman found something I've never seen, so I'm going to try that. He's finding a way to limit his airtime, which again, like we mentioned, is important. Again, I was a little bit too far left there. I'm not used to having that much speed here. So that's something to watch out for, is when you get better, your speed is going to get it is going to change your lines, and it actually can ruin really good runs until you get used to having that speed. Again, notice how I had to turn right a little bit to avoid that big drop off, so I wouldn't get air. Yeah. I don't know how much about the show, but does Bluey really encourage skips? I don't know about that. Y'all have to try it out, R2Y. Yeah, so the problem with that skip is you have to like set up to a point where you're not going to go right into the ground. So you're trying to limit how much airtime you have without turning too far left. So we're going to set up a little bit farther right here to try and limit our airtime. And you can see that just simply limiting that airtime is going to result in approximately +1 speed. True. It's landing, true. So, well, it's a combination of both. So the airtime is bad because you have more time with the potential energy rather than the kinetic energy. So you're going to be going slower for that section, and then the landing you want to try and get as smooth as possible. I'm wondering with that speed if I can arms up that jump. So that little thing that was a nuance to me before where I was getting that like double bounce might actually be something that you can use to have like a slightly smoother landing. Yeah, Zoman did just confirm that. So we're going to try that out on the next run. Airtime is also more distance traveled, true. Very true. So I'm going slow here. We're going to try out this little arms up thing. Yeah, that's going to be significantly faster being able to arms up that. I mean, I was on a slow run, so it doesn't really matter. It's not quite the way to always look at it. Sometimes it's a feeling thing, or sometimes you can say, okay, I was down 2 speed, and now I'm like equal to my previous time, so I was able to gain some of that speed back. I was also not able to get a perfect landing. In that case, I was a little bit too far inside. And that's where you have to remember that sometimes you don't want to be starting all the way left. You want to start more towards the middle. And by starting more towards the middle, you're able to cut in with more speed and not having to really worry about it too much. I'm going to try this arms up here. Okay. We're going to see how much time we save there. It's about 0.2 seconds of saving just by using that one little trick. I do think I messed this run up towards the end, but we'll see right here. Now I really messed it up. Time. Just because we have time. One thing I think a lot of players, including myself, struggle with is realizing how much time is left in the lobby. That's one of the issues also, is like sometimes with how much time is left, you might want to be able to, you're going to be able to restart a somewhat iffy run, which could be huge. However, that can also kill you in terms of like, I restarted at the wrong time, so now I'm not going to get a finish. I would like to thank everyone for watching the video, and if you are new here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.